Well, last year was my first year, and I started in acting, and I worked through workshops, and I was in Reefer Madness, and did a lot of acting on that side. And then I started taking classes, and I realized I would be a TAPS major, TAPS English major. So I started directing last fall, and I've actually, last fall in the workshops, I directed a Tennessee Williams workshop, which was kind of a lead-in to this one. And it's been great. I've loved every second of it. Some productions borrow, some productions use clips and other things to simulate that experience, but I thought that this music should really be an important part of the process. Actually, incidentally enough, I wasn't really planning on writing original music for this. I was planning on asking someone else to do it. Last quarter, I had a fever dream about this play, and in the fever dream, heard music. I woke up, wrote it down, and that was kind of the basis for this entire score. It's also been amazing because underscoring it's so cinematic and it's so wonderful. I think as audience members, we all recognize underscoring as something that immediately people's ears, no matter what they know about music or music theory, it really enables them and enhances their experience of the text. So on all cylinders, it's really just been fantastic, and all the instrumentalists that we've gotten to play for us are wonderful, wonderful human beings. So my greatest struggle as a director, probably because, particularly for this show, is that there's a lot of different design elements that have to come into play, usually simultaneously. About every other word, there's 5 different cues. So that, from just a directorial perspective, keeping those all in mind at the same time, like a lot of different appendages of like an 8-armed monster that is beautiful, I guess, it's an art monster. Yeah, that's been difficult. This piece is part of what Tennessee Williams calls plastic theater, in that it is entirely malleable, every single element of it. So there's no way that a director can give the same effect as another director. It's just impossible. It's entirely plastic. The great thing about this space, Theater West, is that since it's black box and we have it in an L configuration, which is very unusual, we're using the most space that we can with really the least amount of set. So this is unique because we're really using the space as plastic theater.